Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of
So that's one of the things that the other side wanted to say, is if there's anyone watching this video who actually is misrepresenting them,
Please stop immediately.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Pavlina and asking the age-old question, are psychic mediums real? Now this video was suggested to me by Rebel Wolf, one of my subscribers, and what he actually said was,
"Oh, Creaky, you can't let this one get away."
so I thought, well, you're probably right. I shouldn't let her get away. So I didn't.
that's just bad karma for you, to be honest. I'm doing you a favor by mentioning that in my video.
Bad karma for me.
But the other side wanted me to go through step by step and explain how to spot a fraud.
Well, in my notes, it says I'm no expert, but I would say just the fact that they say they're a psychic medium means they're easy to spot as a fraud, but that smile is terrifying.
What are the signs of a psychic that's just trying to take you to the cleaners? Number one, they speak in riddles. I've seen psychic readings where I'm like, what the heck does that mean?
Yeah, they do speak in riddles, or as I like to say, they generalize, hoping they'll get lucky and somebody in the audience will fall for it.
And I communicate with the other side all day, every day. So if anyone should be able to understand it, it's me, right? They'll say something like, when the squirrel comes out of the tree and places the nut in front of you, that is when you will have prosperity.
Yes, funny you should mention squirrels. Being nuttier than a squirrel turd yourself.
It's like, what the? Literally, it's like if you have to translate what they're saying and they speak in riddles and you have no idea what the heck they're saying, it's BS. I call foul. I call foul. You communicate with me clearly and concisely, or don't communicate with me at all.
Communicate?
Get your money back and stop the reading if you ask me. Number two, everything's off. Like nothing makes sense. You don't resonate with anything at all. You're just like, what? That totally doesn't apply to me or my life or anything.
Of course it won't make sense, or at least it won't to most people in the room, because they generally read in group settings. I mean, even the most experienced charlatan, even the most experienced psychic medium can't expect their very broad generalizations to apply to everyone. Come on, not everything you say is gonna resonate with every person, especially when it's all made up on the spot.
It means they're either connecting with the wrong entity or they're just making stuff up.
See? Making stuff up. She's good. Most psychic mediums use a method called cold reading. Now I have mentioned this in previous videos, but basically cold reading is just a set of questions and statements that sort of mine you for information without you even know what's going on, and before you know it, you've given away a buttload of information to the person that is allegedly psychically reading you.
The information is coming from their brain as opposed to the other side. Because when we connect to the other side, we have to move our own thoughts, opinions, emotions, and ego aside in order to let them through. So it means they're not properly doing it.
Wait. I can see exactly what you were doing. You are really good. You're using the old Jedi mind trick on us normies and discrediting all other psychics, apart from yourself, while you're doing it. You're pointing out everything us skeptics pick you up on and twisting it to your own benefit. Very clever.
And if this particular psychic's intent is to just want money, there's a high probability that they're going to connect with negative entities because that intent is negative for the reading.
Negative schmegative. Do psychics have any other intent apart from extracting as much money as they possibly can from these poor saps? The only person that gets helped by these readings is the psychic. Well, more specifically, their bank balance.
Number 3, they speak in extremely general terms.
Damn, she's on to me. How the hell did she know I was going to use generalization as my main argument? She's really good. This is making me wonder if maybe she really is psychic.
Who's Mike? Who's John? Why do they ask that? Because everyone knows somebody named Mike or John.
I rest my case. They use names like Mike and John, and they generally will start off with just there's a J, a J, a J sound, a J. Oh, John. You never see a psychic medium picking a really unusual or a really random name. I'm getting something coming through. Does anybody know Reginald Farquhar III? Oh, me, Uncle Reggie, is that you? It would just never happen because it's not general enough.
And then number 4, this is kind of a pet peeve of mine, where they make assertions where the future is just set in stone. So when I use my precognition to see your future path, I'll say things like, okay, and then they're showing me that you might end up blah, 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 blah. I was like, your free will. You could end up marrying your boyfriend, or if you wake up one morning and decide your boyfriend's a total bonehead, you're not marrying him, are you?
Your style of reading is you may marry your boyfriend or girlfriend, and then again you may not. Ooh. I think that's what's known as a get out of jail card. And I get where you're coming from now, so you are an honest psychic because you're telling us about all these other fake psychics, which makes you an honest psychic.
Because of your free will decision. So I will give you the alternate realities that I see in that case. But spirit guides do not come across as that forceful or disempowering. They are here to guide you on your path, and they will not share information with you that's not for your highest good. So, maybe right after you hang up the phone with me, you end up getting a traffic ticket and you're pissed off that I didn't predict that for you. Oh, maybe you go to traffic school and end up meeting the man of your dreams there. So you see how they didn't want to scare you or freak you out or make you think it's a bad thing?
Yeah, I get it. So you turn a negative into a positive. So you're obviously dealing with a different other side rather than the other side than...
Number 5, they want you to be dependent on them. They don't want you connecting with the other side yourself. Nope. Oh, you don't have a third eye. Only I do. I'm so special. Wrong. Everyone has a third eye. Everyone's psychic.
That smile is creeping me the hell out. And yeah, everybody is special in their own way. And I don't mean that everyone is psychic, because nobody is psychic. But some of us have got this thing called a conscience. Maybe you should look it up.
So what is the number 1 thing that spirit guides want?
Oh, I don't know. Your credit card number?
When I get on the phone with you, they want me to automatically encourage you to meditate. Why? Because praying is talking to God and meditation is listening to God. Spirit guides are just an extension of God, by the way, because they have divine guidance and divine knowledge. So these fraud psychics will make you dependent on them because they want you coming back for more and more and more and more readings.
Well, of course they want you to be dependent on them. What sort of psychic would you be if you stopped milking after the first cow? Why fill a bottle when you can fill a whole barrel?
They don't want you trying to connect yourself. So that's another sign, right? Now, my door is always open. So if you're depressed, you need some life coaching, you need some hand holding, maybe you're suicidal, my door is always open. You are always free to book as many sessions with me as you want. I'm available.
Double standards much? You just refer to all other psychics as blood-sucking charlatans. And yet your door's always open. People are always free to book as many sessions with you as they want to.
Number 6, hexes and curses. Oh my gosh, please don't make me cry. Oh, dude, that's harsh. Okay, they're crying again.
Who's crying? The other side? Why do they cry? Is it maybe because they don't get a cut?
This is a big deal. And there's a lot of fraudulent psychics that do this, or they'll charge people like $400 or something to remove the hex and the curse.
$400? Why are they crying? And more importantly, why are you almost crying? If I could earn $400 by lying to somebody for 30 seconds, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank.
Alright, and number 7, overcharging.
Overcharging? You're gonna go there? No. Let's see what number 8 is.
Number 8, shame and judgment. These people will try to shame you. Spirit guides don't work like that at all.
Allow me to respectfully disagree with you. Yes, there's judgment. Because a psychic medium will judge just how likely they are to be able to scam money out of a person. And they'll also judge how likely they are to be able to do this multiple times. And shame, I'm sure there's lots of shame felt by the poor, unsuspecting sap that falls for this bullshit. Once, of course, they realise it's bullshit.
And then another thing that they want you to really use in deciding, like in choosing a psychic, is use your gut. You have your own intuition. You have your own third eye.
Yeah, absolutely. I will use my gut. And what my gut is telling me is that you psychic mediums should be ashamed of yourself, because all you're doing is giving people false hope about what may or may not happen to them in the future when you've got absolutely no way of possibly knowing for sure. It's all guesswork and generalization. James Randi has offered $1 million to anyone who can prove psychic abilities. And that offer's been on the table for over 20 years. If you're such an expert, why haven't you got $1 million of James Randi's money?
Another thing that they're going to try to do is they're going to try to sell you other services. Is this like even still on the screen? I have no idea, but we'll find out.
Upselling, the cornerstone of any successful business. Why would the business of being a psychic medium and scamming people be any different?
But one of the things that the other side is coming through where they're asking you to keep in mind is that they're not Burger King. If you show up and ask for burgers, fries, and a Coke, you might not get it. I actually just did a reading the other day for a woman who's like, I want to speak to my grandmother, and instead her orange tabby cat came through.
Well, that must have been rather disappointing for her. What the hell is a cat going to be able to say? Except for...
And it was funny because I was like, well, I got a cat instead. What? And the reason the cat showed up was because this woman felt guilty about euthanizing the cat. She wasn't physically present. She had a relative do it because she couldn't emotionally handle it. Cat came through and told her to release all of that shame. Cat's doing great, living a great life on the other side, loves her, holds nothing against her, let it go.
So clearly, when cats go to the other side, they inherit the ability to speak English.
Let it go. And she had just been thinking about the cat the day before. So do you see how the other side brought the cat forward? Because they saw what was going on with her soul, and it's like, you need this. And then they brought forward her grandmother later in the reading. But just to let you know, the other side knows what your soul needs. So when you're sitting here like, I want this, the psychic medium doesn't necessarily suck for not giving you that burger, fries, and a Coke.
But you do suck. You all suck. Collectively suck money out of the grief-stricken and the gullible and the needy and the desperate. You suck.
The other side is giving you what they think you need. and it's not always what you want. It's what you need.
No, it's not.
So just know, it's not because we suck. It's not because we're frauds. We will ask you questions, but they're actually going to be questions that are pretty detailed.
Yeah, they're called open questions. And that's why they're so detailed. They're the type of question that you can't answer yes or no to. It's a pretty basic sales technique. And all that technique is designed to do is to extract as much information out of your victims, out of your clients, so that you can use it to fool them into believing that you've got this so-called psychic ability. So look, if a person says to you that they have psychic abilities and that they can help you, actually I'll try not to get too preachy. I'll try to sum it up as simply as I can. They don't. Okay, and I think this is where we'll call this video done. Thank you very much for sticking around till the end. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on psychic mediums. Are they real or not? If it's your first time here, don't forget to give the video a like, click the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so that you know when I upload new content. If you are a new subscriber, say hello down in the comment section as well. I love to see when I've got new subscribers. So until next time, take care and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.